Today, we're going to be yapping about one of the best franchises ever. And for some reason, a lot of you say that this franchise doesn't have fans, or this franchise just isn't good. And I'm here to say this is not true. One of the best franchises ever, Avatar. Personally, I think Avatar is one of the best films ever. Both of them. Oh, well, I haven't seen the third one yet. I'm just going to clarify that. I plan on seeing it soon. So, this is just based off the first two films. I've heard the third one is absolutely amazing, so it wouldn't surprise me if I like that one too. But visually, these movies are absolutely outstanding. I wouldn't say there's, except for something like Interstellar, there's not any other movies that look this good. And the world building in the Avatar franchise is just so expansive and so unique. And I haven't seen another franchise really do something like this, except for Star Wars. And I feel like Star Wars isn't even this in depth with the ecosystem of the world and all that. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, Avatar is way ahead of its time in terms of visuals. Even the 2009 one still holds up tremendously today, and I would say that it's unmatched. The only things that rival is Interstellar. Is really all I can think about whenever I think about things that are absolutely beautiful. Every frame in Avatar just feels like it was crafted by someone who actually cares about the beauty and the color and the movement and the light and the texture of all these things. I just think James Cameron is absolutely amazing director. I just think he's absolutely amazing for creating this world that a lot of people love and enjoy. I feel like a lot of people just say that Avatar is really bland and that it's just blue people. I completely disagree with that. I think those people. I feel like any hate on the Avatar franchise is pretty forced, to be honest. I think a lot of it just stems from we don't like romance, because Jake and Neytiri, I would argue that they are one of, if not the best fictional romance ever. I don't think they're corny at all. I don't think there's any forced drama. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's anything that really just makes them just not good together. Other things mess up with that one franchise that fell into there's a lot of franchises that fall into shit baiting. That's not really the same thing, but it's like a decent example. I think Avatar is one of the things that other franchises lack. Okay, Avatar just makes you feel. It just has this way of just making you feel these emotions, and I think that 3 hours is absolutely amazing. I think that's a great length for a movie. I think all movies should genuinely be 3 hours long. Which, except for kids movies. Kids movies, I have a different opinion on that, but I feel like that's just how it should be. I feel like that's how long it should take to tell your story if it's actually worth telling. Another thing, one of the best characters ever came out of the Avatar franchise. Neteyam? Honestly, I'm not the best at pronouncing their names. I think he's one of the most relatable characters that have ever been in an on-screen film. Okay. The older brother, the older sibling, he's trying to protect everybody, his relation to Took and all of his siblings. The way he overachieves to try to match his dad and his mom. I just think it's amazing. I just think he's an absolutely amazing character, and I don't think except for Jake and maybe Neytiri, I don't think any other character in Avatar actually comes close to him. Jake and Quaritch is an absolute peak rivalry, and no one can tell me otherwise. I think Jake versus Quaritch is just so good. Quaritch just hunting him down, and all their fights, and every time they clash, and just the dialogue they have with each other, I just think is so and so raw, and the way they just despise each other. I think it's really great. I really love how their ideologies clash and how they're against each other. I think it's all amazing. The action in Avatar is amazing too. I think the action in Avatar is absolutely peak. Some people may disagree, but I think it's amazing. I think it's very just coming at you all the time, and I really enjoy that. And I like how there's also a lot of it, and I like how it's kind of like these massive battles, and they explain their strategies and all this stuff. Because I feel like a lot of franchises don't really do that a ton. A lot of people love to say that nobody talks about Avatar, but I think this is completely false. I think Avatar: Fire and Ash has really shown a lot of people that Avatar does have a lot of fans. And I would consider myself a pretty big fan of Avatar. I think Avatar is absolutely amazing. The Avatar franchise is just so impactful, and I just think there's so much you can take from the movies that a lot of people who are more simplistic and simple-minded may not realize. I feel like the visuals really redefine cinema, I think it's themes like love, nature, identity, belonging, all these themes, death, when Nediyam dies at the end of The Way of Water. I think it's all amazing, and I think the first two films are masterpieces of the art form. I honestly don't even care how long it takes between releases because I think quality is way superior than quantity, and I always stick by that. So yeah, I think Avatar is an elite and one of the best franchises to ever exist. I think Jake and Neytiri is one of the best romances. Neytiri is one of the most relatable characters that have ever been made in film history, and Pandora might be the greatest fictional world ever created. If you disagree, that's fine. I feel like the only reason to hate on Avatar is because it's not your genre of film, and I can see that. I can definitely see how Avatar isn't for everybody, but for the people that Avatar is for, Avatar's amazing. So yeah, I just wanted to yap about that real quick because I feel like a lot of people have been saying that Avatar doesn't have a lot of fans. I just want to say it does. I mean, there's a reason why it makes $1 billion every time it's in the box office.